To use an analogy, a dump pipe is that which transfers an essential commodity in its pipes, and it is referred to as dumb because the commodity it is transferring is so essential to human activity that it cannot be seen as a profit-making venture, but rather should be considered as a public service. Examples include the city water supply system or electricity. The dump pipe principle forms the basis of the principle for internet neutrality. This video serves to be one of many videos that I will be making for the countdown of the destruction of internet neutrality as we know it on the 14th of December. So today is day 10 of the countdown of when the Federal Communications Commission will be signing to abolish the law which preserves and protects internet neutrality. Now, as I explained earlier, the internet works in the same way, except the pipe is a fiber cable through which your information packets, your content, and your internet data travels. That content and those information data can consist of digital conversations you're having with your family members on Skype, on Facebook Messenger, on WhatsApp. They consist of websites that you are visiting. They consist of YouTube videos that you're watching or Netflix that you're watching. They consist of gaming videos that you are playing on the internet. They consist of your email. Perhaps you're checking your email or updating your CRM database if you're an employee. Now, the companies who put the infrastructure for these fiber cables which supply you with your internet are known as internet service providers. There is a law that regulates these internet service providers, and throughout this video I'll be using the term ISPs. There is a law that regulates these internet service providers, but this law is mainly based in America, and we are mainly talking about America. But what happens in America with regards to the digital world generally affects what the other countries will do. So with this, the name of this law, which preserves and protects internet neutrality, is called Title II of the Telecommunications Act. This law was put into effect by President Obama in 2015, and you can thank him later for that. President Obama ordered the Federal Commission's President Obama ordered the Federal Communications Commission to put this law, Title II, in order to regulate internet service providers, to preserve and protect internet neutrality. When he did that, he's the chairman of the Federal Communications Commission at that time was Chairman Tom Wheeler. Now, right now, today, the chairman is called Ajit Pai. So what is net neutrality? Net neutrality is the concept that information packets, internet data, and all content that you get from the internet, from these cables through the internet, should be treated absolutely equally. It should not be discriminated against or charged differently based on the user, the content, the website, the platform, the method of communication, the type of attached device. And in this regards, we are talking basically of a computer, a tablet, or a mobile phone. That is what net neutrality is. Do you want to know why the concept of internet neutrality arose in the first place? These ISPs and others like them, which I'll expand later on in the video series, have been watching all these great internet marketing companies starting all over the place and wondering how they could also get a piece of the pie. I mean, if you look at this picture, you will see that some of the affiliates of the ISPs are Hulu or Yahoo. If Ajit Pai manages to pass the ruling on the 14th of December, Verizon could very well slow down their competitors' websites on a whim if they wanted. In this picture, you can see that the NBC and DreamWorks is owned by Comcast. Would it not make sense that Comcast might not be happy with the fact that you are binging on Netflix and not their cable? So, what are corporate ISP's objectives if the law that protects and preserves internet neutrality is abolished? Well, to give an example, take Portugal, for example. In Portugal, today, as I make this video, there is no internet neutrality. And if Ajit Pai is allowed to abolish the law that preserves and protects internet neutrality, this is what our internet will look like, exactly as it is on this Portuguese website. And you know the simple reason and objective? That is to profit from ordinary activities that you do on the internet. I mean, look at this website, which is called meo.pt. That's meo.pt, which you can Google. On meo.pt, you pay €5 a month to watch YouTube and Periscope. €5 per month to use and manage my email or use Google Drive. And then you pay €5 in addition to use Facebook and Instagram. These are all activities that I'm doing now for free, and I'm sure you are doing them for free as well. So here's a question. Is that what you want? General activities that you are doing whilst you're surfing the internet or using the internet for whatever purpose being parceled out into different web usage bundles at different prices, like the scenario that we talked about in Portugal. Because right now, unlike our friends in Portugal, what we do on the internet, it is exclusively our business. And yes, to a certain extent, our privacy is compromised, but it is not as fucked up as the situation in Portugal. And yes, I am making this video from Paris, France, and all that I'm talking about, the end of internet neutrality, is a law that is taking place in the United States of America. But here's the thing, I'm a digital citizen, and I care what happens to America generally will happen around the world. And later on, I will talk to you about an experience, and you can find in the description about how Orange FR made Google pay a lot of money, and they were actually bragging about it for search traffic.